Hello there. My name is Nicole, and I am a full-time graphic designer and creative hobbyist from Central Illinois. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. This is a calming, creative space. I believe we're all made by a creator to create, and so that's what I intend to provide. So happy 2023. One of my goals for this year is to hopefully spend less time on screens. I know, ironic that you're watching me on a screen right now, but like any 21st century human, I am guilty of giving over my attention to mindless TV screens, computer screens, phone screens, projector screens. It's good to step away from that all once in a while. So I used to compete in writing competitions where they would give you prompts, creative prompts. So they'd give you the genre and maybe the subject matter and a character or something like that. So I'm going to attempt this year, hopefully once a month, we'll see if I stick to that, to do a random creative project. Now, I made these jars of prompts a couple weeks ago. I've kind of forgotten all the things I wrote down, so these will be a bit of a surprise, but we've got medium, style, let's see, required color to use, and subject matter. And there's a variety in each jar. And so I'm going to draw out the first prompts and see what my first creative project is going to be. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this is for medium. No peeking and no throwbacks. So my first medium to work in will be, oh, can you see that? Miniature. Okay, here's the next one. This is style. So I have to do a miniature piece of art in, oh boy, what style? Ooh, in pop art. Okay, so a miniature piece of pop art. Next is required color. Now for this, I'm going to make the rule that I can select more than one required color, because I think that's fun to try and make colors work together in a way that makes sense. So a miniature piece of pop art that has to have, navy blue. I'm gonna pick 3 colors. So let's see. Navy blue. Ooh. Mustard. And magenta. Oh, those are good. I like those. Okay. Now for the subject matter. Let's see what this piece of pop art is going to center around. Oh gosh, there's so many pieces of paper in here. Okay. Oh, I accidentally picked 2. They're stuck together. I just need one. Okay, got it. A giraffe. Okay, so I have to do a miniature piece of pop art that includes the colors navy blue, magenta, and mustard of a giraffe. So this will be fun. We'll see how this goes. So according to my Understanding Art book from college, pop art originated in the 1950s and is a way of showcasing the mundane in an elevated way. Most people think of Andy Warhol, soup can art and all of that, but I am more partial to Roy Lichtenstein's art of blown up comic book paintings. So I kind of like stark contrast of that, so maybe that's where I might start for inspiration. I also found this little miniature canvas in my closet left over from my old job at an art company. I got to keep all the leftovers. And I found a big bottle of fluorescent magenta paint. So I'm gonna put this to use. So let's get started. It all starts with a sketch. Always try to sketch out your artwork before going to the canvas. Saves you some time. So I found this challenge so nice, I did it twice. My first piece of art took about 2 hours, and here it is. It's weird, but I kind of like it. I used this tiny 4-inch canvas that I found in my closet and did a pop art inspired giraffe using magenta, navy blue, and mustard. It's weird, but I kind of like it. And my lettering got too big, so I had to put the quotes outside the box. It is what it is. But after sitting with this for a bit, I wanted to take another pass at this. I had another idea how to execute this a little better. So I didn't really look that closely at any photos of giraffes when I first did this. So I went and looked at some actual photos and found that their spots actually go up onto their face. Their face is a little fuller. Their nose doesn't look like a pig's nose or a dog's nose. They have slightly different shapes. So I did a second attempt, and I will show that to you now. I'm really happy with this one. It's very Lisa Frank, if I'm honest, which I was a Lisa Frank groupie as a kid, for those of you who don't know me. I sent her fan mail, and she replied, or probably her secretary replied. Like, I think I still own all of my Lisa Frank stationery and random crap from when I was a child in the early 90s. I think that's subconsciously too why I became a graphic designer, because I was aware of what a graphic designer was without realizing it. So for the color, I used a mix of, it's a painted canvas, but then to get more defined shapes, I used Copic brush markers. They look like this. They are double-ended alcohol-based markers, and you can get some they all come with a chisel tip, but then some have a smaller pointed tip, and others have a brush tip. And these really come in handy. The only thing is I'll probably have to spray the painting with a UV glaze because Copic inks fade when exposed to light. So that's why a lot of people use them for illustration. They illustrate something and then immediately scan it into the computer, and you can make prints off of that won't fade. But they're a great tool when working on a painting if you want to do a base drawing but have some color to it, or if you just want to do your painting with these brush markers. So this challenge was so fun, I can't wait to do another one. So I hope you follow along. This is going to be an ongoing series, and who knows, I may end up doing more than one a month. I'm typically a long-term commitment project sort of person, but sometimes I just need something quick, a quick win that does not involve, a years-long process of writing or editing video or illustrating an entire children's book. So I hope you follow along and try the challenges along with me, or make your own jars and do some random art. Just whatever you do, make art. Thanks for watching. Did you ever think that God laughed at the first person to see a giraffe tongue? Like, ha ha, gotcha! You thought it was gonna be pink, didn't you?